So at DPI, I serve as the Director of Innovative Practices and Programs, and I also serve as the State Military Liaison. As the State Military Liaison, I work to lead our efforts to support our military-connected students, and then I also help to bring knowledge and awareness about the opportunities for the military beyond high school. In doing that, I work with Tabari Wallace, our Special Advisor to the State Superintendent for Principal Engagement, and I also work with Lieutenant Colonel Ray Ramos, the Battalion Commander for the Raleigh Recruiting Battalion.
As a former high school principal, I engage with my students regularly. And what I really learned during that time is the impact that staff and also principals, but mainly counselors, had on the decision-making of the students for their post-secondary planning after graduation. And what we do during that time is we make sure that we intentionally expose them to all the benefits of all the 3 E's, where you have enrollment, where you have employment, and then what we're here to discuss today is enlistment. And when it comes to enlistment, I was unaware of the multiple benefits of the military as my time as a principal. So therefore, I didn't do my students, due diligence in preparing them for what the benefits of enlistment is. So what we need to understand and what we're here today for is to make sure that my leaders in the field, my principals across the state, the 3,300 of you, understand the benefits of the military. You can have a livable wage, you have health care, you have housing loans, you have such a multitude of things that you can do as a young adult just coming out of school. And that's what I'm here today to do, and that's what we've been crisscrossing the state for the last 2 years, trying to make sure that administrators' knowledge is fortified so they can better prepare their students for all 3 E's, mainly enlistment.
I think a lot of students, I know I was at that age, not totally certain of what I wanted to do. So the ASVAB-CEP, it's a mouthful, but it's the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Career Exploration Program. So we refer to it as the ASVAB-CEP or the Career Exploration Program. But ultimately, it's a tool that does about 3 key things. And I think the first thing to notice is, or most important, is it's an opportunity to get to know yourself. Unlike many of the tests I think that most high schoolers might see, like an SAT or an ACT, that are kind of strictly math verbal, the test is broader, and it gives you an opportunity to see your skills and abilities that you have. That's the second part. You kind of understand your skill sets, your abilities. And then from there, you can take those skills and abilities that are highlighted to explore a wide range of opportunities and jobs and careers out there, whether that's in the military or out of the military. It kind of provides all of that in one package.
I wish I knew what I know now as a principal, because my students' trajectory will be fortified. They will have all the information they need to make the decision that they see that they want to take in regarding what they want to do after graduation. For employment, we bring in all the local employers and let them go to each booth and allow them to, have time with them. That's like a 1 hour to 2 hour assembly that we put into the schedule to be intentional about that promotion of employment. We do the same things for colleges. We bring all the colleges in the gym. It's about a 90-minute period. We do it during the assembly schedule so we can expose them to the benefits of each college so they can be well informed to make the decision on themselves. Why don't we do that with the 30? Why can't we bring in recruiters from all the branches? If your family did serve in the military or you're not near a military base, a lot of times you don't get to see the military and all that they do and the services that they provide. So why don't we actually take field trips to military installations like we do to any careers or like we do for leisure?
The ASVAB Career Exploration Program provides, again, a wide range of abilities and skill sets that are sort of drawn out. And with those scores, you get the opportunity to explore a wide range of career opportunities within the military, across all of the services. And it can be as, job ranges as like food inspectors, nursing, veterinary techs, surgeons, physical therapist. And then there's, the classic military jobs of being, an aviator, pilots, tankers. There's a huge range that's offered in the military. And then the ASVAB is the first sort of stepping stone to see what fits for you and what training programs are out there.
Now there's 2 important parts of the test, the ASVAB and then the Career Exploration Program. And in the Career Exploration Program, they have the Find Your Interest and the Occupation Find. With the Find the Interest, it helps the students to find their interest post-high school. And then you have the Occupation Find portion, which link that interest up with the many occupation fields that's out there in the world.
We've got folks that are trained in interpreting the results of the exam. And they can work with your principals and guidance counselors and with the test taker on, hey, here's what these point scores mean. And then they can talk through that and tie that to whatever interest they have. And that's where it gets real interesting. Like, hey, if someone's really into the sciences and maths, there's career fields that you can tie specifically to those scores. And hopefully that helps them make a decision and understand opportunities that are out there for them to make a decision on.
During the 4-year career planning phases that counselors usually meet with the students the freshman, sophomore year, they develop this plan and then they update this plan over the next couple of years until graduation. And during this planning, counselors can actually be intentional. If a child wants to go the military route, go with 3 E's, they go with the enlistment, then now the counselors should be actually encourage them to participate in the extracurricular activities, i.e. internships on military bases, whether it be summer programs that the military offer, or other ASVAB prep type of programs that the military offer to make sure that that transition into the military is seamless and you have all the data points you need to check those boxes. So when you graduate, it's seamless that you get to pursue your dream of being in the military.
It's federally funded, so it costs nothing for the applicants, for the schools that are conducting the examinations. So it's a free opportunity to learn about yourself and to potentially step into a life-changing career field. Beyond just taking a test to take another test, you're learning more about yourself. And that is never hurtful. It's always going to help you to understand yourself a little better. So I think that's a little less tangible, but I think it's super important at that age. With so many opportunities out there, the ASVAB provides, in a way that's empirical and has some data for you to look at, hey, here's some skills that I have. You can tie that to interest. And then you can have a conversation with somebody in uniform and say, hey, is this for me? Does this make sense? It allows you to drive towards conversations with people in your life that matter, whether it's your teachers, your principals, your guidance counselors, your local coach, you name it. I think there's a lot that comes from that test. And if you do choose to serve, this is that first step. And if you choose not to, but now you've got a better understanding of yourself and whatever career field that you might best fit in.